Aunty, wetin you rub for my head wey make it dey shine like this? Nothing special, na just my hand. Na your hand rub juju I been awaiting, because since you touch my hair, I no fit sleep well again. She said nothing. She only smiled and kept walking. A long time ago, at the far corner of a market that never fully closed, where the last stalls leaned against a tired flame tree that dropped its red flowers on anyone who stood too long underneath it, there was a spot known simply as the corner. It was not the busiest part of the market, but it was the part everyone eventually passed through, because every road inside that market bent toward it before letting you out. Traders said the corner had its own weather. Rain fell there first, wind arrived there last, and gossip, once entered the market, always found its way to that flame tree before it found its way anywhere else. For years, different braiders worked under that tree. There was Iyakemi, whose hands moved fast, but whose patterns always came out crooked by evening. There was a young girl who charged half price and left half your scalp aching. People used them because they were there, not because they were good, and everyone accepted that as normal. So when the new woman appeared, nobody expected anything different. Nobody saw her bring her stool. Nobody saw her hang her mirror on the tree. One morning, the corner was empty, and by afternoon, she was simply there, seated, comb in hand, as though the flame tree had grown her the way it grew its flowers. People began to call her Aunty Bisade, though no one remembered who gave her that name first. In a market like that, once a name settled on a person, nobody questioned it further. She did not call out to customers. Every other braider in that market shouted prices, waved thread, promised styles that will kill whoever saw them. Aunty Bisade did none of that. She sat. If you passed and your eyes met hers, she simply looked, the way someone looks at something they already know they will get to eventually. Then she returned to her hands. A young woman, tired of being cheated by cheaper braiders, finally sat down before her one evening. Aunty, wetin be the kind thing you dey rub for scalp? Aunty Bisade did not answer at once. She only said, "Sit well." The young woman obeyed, and by the time the plaiting finished, her scalp did not hurt, her pattern was perfectly straight, and something about her reflection in the small mirror looked unusually alert, like she'd slept a full week in one afternoon. That was how it began. One customer became three. Three became a line that formed quietly before the market even opened properly. Even women who swore they only trusted their personal hairdresser started finding reasons to pass the corner first. Then something small followed the popularity, something that did not carry weight at first. One morning, a woman was found standing barefoot under the flame tree before sunrise, her wrapper loosely tied, blinking like someone who had just walked out of a dream she couldn't finish. "Why you dey here so early?" a trader asked her. "I don't know. I remember locking my door. I remember lying down. I don't know how my leg carry me come here." People laughed. "Na dream you dey chase," one man said. She laughed too, uneasily, and went home. Nobody connected it to anything, not yet. Stories, after all, must repeat before they are respected. A week later, a second woman was found the same way, in the same spot, telling the same confused story. This time, the laughter came slower, and when a third woman appeared under that tree at dawn, nobody laughed at all. Somebody eventually said the thing everybody had been quietly avoiding. "All of them," she said, "all three of them, na Aunty Bisade do their hair." The words sat in the air the way heavy things do. All eyes drifted to the corner, where Aunty Bisade was already working on someone's hair, calm, unhurried, as though her name hadn't just entered the middle of every conversation in the market. "No," one woman said quickly. "She's too quiet to do anything like that." Another trader folded her arms. "That's exactly why I no trust her." Small details people had ignored before started gathering weight. Her comb never needed cleaning, though everyone's hair carries dirt. Her thread never finished, no matter how much she used. And her hands, more than one customer admitted quietly, were always cold, even under the afternoon sun. One evening, a group stood watching her from a distance, whispering. She lifted her head slowly, not fully, just enough, and looked directly at them as though she had heard every word. They scattered without finishing their sentence. Eventually, somebody noticed the pattern properly. "It only happens," an old woman said, "to those who leave their hair in overnight after an evening appointment. Anybody wey come morning, nothing dey happen, na only night customers." A man named Mr. Chuka, known for laughing loudest at anything he didn't understand, decided enough was enough. "All of una dey deceive yourselves," he announced in the middle of the market. "Nothing dey do woman where they plait hair." "So, make you go sit down, make she do your own," someone challenged him. "I go do am," he grinned, "and I go sleep well tonight, watch and see." That evening, he sat proudly before her. She worked in silence, as always. He walked home boasting to anyone who would listen, locked his door, checked it twice, and lay down satisfied. But sometime in the night, something shifted, quiet as breath, as though someone had entered the room without opening the door. Before the sun rose fully, Mr. Chuka was found standing under the flame tree, hair still neatly styled, eyes open but not quite arrived. "Mr. Chuka, how you take reach here?" someone asked. "I don't know." And this time, his voice carried no confidence at all. From that morning, nobody argued again. The market changed, not in noise, but in caution. People began booking their appointments only in daylight. Some avoided the corner completely. But Aunty Bisade continued, calm, unbothered, still plaiting hair that still came out perfect every single time. Then, without warning, she did not appear one morning. Her stool remained, but her hands did not return. Days passed. Her stool eventually disappeared too, as quietly as she had. Life went back to normal. The line disappeared. The whispering stopped. Traders forgot, the way markets always forget, moving on to the next thing that needed talking about. But not everyone forgot. A young apprentice named Nkechi, who used to run errands near the flame tree, passed that corner one evening. She slowed without meaning to. For a brief moment, she saw a figure seated exactly where the stool used to be, comb raised mid-motion, looking straight at her. Nkechi blinked. The corner was empty again. She told no one, because some things once seen do not ask to be believed. And in that market, under that same flame tree, people who remembered began to follow one quiet rule of their own. Plait your hair early, go home before dark, and never let anything sit in your hair overnight that you fully understood. If you enjoy stories like this, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next one. Tap the like button and drop your opinion in the comments. Thank you for watching.